Welcome back to a new video, you guys. Sorry it's been a while. Been pretty busy the past few days and really just kind of been so busy, just tired, man. We are back again with a new video today. I am doing a top 10 favorite Christmas movies, since I know how much you guys like a lot of my top 10 videos. We're gonna do a top 10 favorite Christmas movies. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and will check out more of my videos. I'll be doing more YouTube shorts here in a little bit. Gonna be doing a lot more fun videos, trying to do a lot more fun videos even in the winter, considering that it's cold out. So we'll try our best. Alright, so number 10 for my top 10 favorite, all the way around, these are all gonna be like top 10 favorite movies that I like. Everybody doesn't have to share my opinion, but these are my favorites. Top 10 favorite movie, number 10 is going to be Die Hard. The first one. I love Bruce Willis's films, so don't get me wrong, it's really cool. That movie's really awesome. I don't really have many complaints about it, except when people say, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I am one of those people who says, no, it's not. But I also do think that it is a good movie. It has some good, fun-filled action scenes and a great movie overall for a 10th place. That's kind of why it's on this list. This is more just like if I was doing top 10 action movies, that movie would be higher. But overall, I feel like that is a good placement for the Bruce Willis movie, Die Hard, and I'll be Pacific. It's the first one. We'll do when I mention like movie in general, it won't be movie series, it'll be the Pacific movie itself, like I did with the Halloween video. But aside from that one, the next one is number 9. I will have to say, number 9 is kind of hard, but I will do one of the movies I have is the old claymation movies, and some of them are okay and some of them are not as good. So I will do number 9 will be Pinocchio's Christmas, which is a claymation movie, and it's okay. It's not one of my favorite ones. I watched it like last year, and it's interesting enough to hold like attention for everybody who's ever seen like the claymation movies, but it's not my favorite. I've had a lot of other like claymation movies that I would like to see more or less, and I just don't like that one as much, just because it's not my like favorite one overall compared to like other ones, and wasn't really just a big fan of the whole like story itself. Pinocchio itself, yeah, I like those movies and stuff like that, but I was more or less not a big fan of this like Christmas movie, but it was still pretty good to make the top 10 list either way. It's just in number 9. Number 8 will have to be, a lot of my Christmas movies are claymation movies too, so I'll tell you that right now. But they're still pretty cool. Number 8 is The Year Without a Santa Claus. It's a whole story of Santa getting sick and basically wondering, like, everybody's wondering if they believe in Santa Claus anymore, or is there just like, should he retire permanently and not do this anymore? So he's taking it's Year Without a Santa Claus is basically just the whole story of like Santa feeling like people have forgotten about him, which he later finds out no, people remember him, they miss him, and he decides to go on his mission around the world this year, even if people are allowing him a holiday, because he misses everybody so much. He wants to fulfill all the Christmas dreams of people. And it's really cool to see a lot of the stuff we have going on for Heat Miser and Snow Miser. And I'm a really big fan of those two as well. The series is really fun. Really, this whole top 10 list is nothing bad. Like, there's not a worse one, there's not a good one, there's not like a crazy good one I have. It's just really like, I like all of them. Number 7, Leprechaun's Christmas Gold is really cool. This one was a lot of fun to watch because of the idea of like seeing how do leprechauns celebrate their Christmas. And I love watching like how it unfolds with them and what their lives are kind of like, because we get a lot of fun like transitions to like seeing the leprechauns on their island and seeing the leprechauns Christmas Gold, and we get to meet a banshee that wants the gold because she will turn to tears if she doesn't get it. It kind of dips into like a fun area for all the people that like these movies, and it's like feeds a lot of like fun folklores for leprechauns and how they celebrate the holidays. That's how I interpret it. These claymation movies are all like children but I still think they're really cool. They connect me to like a fun part of my childhood when I was younger. Now, we're going to number 6. Number 6 is Red One, which is a rock movie where he basically is an elf where he protects Santa. He's Santa's number one elf. Basically, Santa gets kidnapped from the North Pole. He teams up with Chris Evans, who is a famous thief and who is a basically tier 1 naughty lister. He's basically a thief. He is later helping Chris that is The Rock's character, Chris, save Santa from Greta, which is a kind of like, she's basically a witch at first, and then she shows her true self later in the movie. You guys should check it out. I think it's really cool. It's a whole fun, action-packed movie for Christmas. I love it because it does have like good, wholesome moments of like, hey, even as an adult, you can rekindle yourself to being like a child on Christmas, and you become like, you just remember what it's like to celebrate Christmas. And it's really fun getting to see everything unfold for that and how that kind of turns out. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. Number 5 is Home Alone. Number 1, because honestly, a lot of the Home Alone series is pretty fun, you guys, because we just have like a lot of fun times seeing like kids get stuck on Christmas and play pranks on the robbers to basically defend their house and everything. Sorry if I also screwed it up if I'm not remembering which Home Alone movie is the best, but they're all really good, really, honestly. I like that one probably the best just because of how it's really fun and it kind of eventually makes you think like, hey, don't forget your kids on Christmas, guys. Sorry. Number 4, Frosty the Snowman, the first one. Basically teaching how these kids just wanted to have fun in the winter with Frosty, and you eventually get a fun development with them, and you get to see like the whole song and dance of oh Frosty a snowman, and it's always fun getting to see those guys come to life. Eventually Frosty being saved by Santa at the end, and getting a chance to basically meet everybody, getting a chance to dance with kids and show them like the true meaning of Christmas. It's not about toys, it's about having fun with friends and family as well. Number 3 is Lethal Weapon, the first one. It's a fun, action-packed Christmas movie. Again, it's kind of like how Die Hard. I like Lethal Weapon a lot more than I like Die Hard sometimes. But again, this is not like a crazy opportune list. So it's not like everything is like from bad to worse. So this whole series is really fun to really get your head wrapped around for like a Christmas movie marathon if you like that kind of stuff. I did. I always like collecting like fun buddy cop movies on Christmas. That's one of my fun things I love to do. One of my favorite ones is definitely Lethal Weapon, the first one. Getting a chance to see Murtaugh and Riggs solve, and basically Riggs meeting like Murtaugh for the first time and solving crimes to basically not protect Christmas but protect each other and uphold the law to show that like, hey, bad guys never take a holiday off, so neither do the police department, so they do all they can to protect us and everybody to make sure we all have like a happy Christmas. So that's always like a fun one with the buddy cop ones that they have. And they're just really funny. If you've ever seen any of the Lethal Weapon ones, they're really funny, you guys. Number 3, I believe, or if I said that already, but number 3, no. Lethal Weapon was number 3. I'll look back and I'll say this either way, but number 2 or 3, if not, you're getting a bonus one, is the Rudolph the Shining New Year, which I really like that one just because it shows like, hey, it goes along with the New Year's stuff where it's like one of Father Time, he's passing his mantle down to a new year every single year. So it's kind of really fun to see like the passage of time to like where Father Time's just passing on his power to a new person every single time. And the music's actually pretty catchy. Like, I guess, again, it is made for little kids, so it's kind of like, if you like that kind of stuff, that's up to you. I do. I think the best one for me is definitely like the Shining New Year, because it does tell the story of how a baby named Happy was upset about his ears and eventually finding out like his ears don't make him weird. They make him special because everybody loves to laugh and have fun, but no one wanted to hurt his feelings. The ears just made them very like laughter. So Rudolph tells him like, hey, I got a shining nose, man. This is a very like different area where it's like people, you shouldn't judge people for what they look like, and Rudolph is the biggest one who knows this. So Happy and Rudolph form a friendship, and they figure it out that, like, hey, my ears don't make me weird to people or anything like that. It made all the laughter I've generated makes them feel happy inside. So that's kind of how I interpret it. Is like people are very happy to see the ears, and so they help fill the world with laughter. Number 2 or 3, like I said, you guys, is The Santa Claus, which is a movie. The first one is really cool because we get to see the whole story of how does Santa pass on the mantle to new people every single time. Like if one Santa can't do it anymore, basically Santa falls off a roof in one of these stories, and then Scott Calvin. I'm drawing a blank on the actor's actual name, but I'm sorry. So I'll show you a picture either way for all these movies. And Scott Calvin basically takes up the mantle of Santa Claus, and at first he's like against it because he's an adult. He doesn't really believe in Santa Claus. And he's kind of just like, what do I need to do to show like I am Santa Claus itself, like how I'm not Santa? He eventually resists all the way until next Christmas, where he basically learns like, hey, you know what, I am Santa, and he eventually goes along with the mission and delivers all the presents and stuff. But besides from that, he also does a few other times, like with his son Charlie, they go to deliver all the presents in one night to every kid across the world and everything like that. The story is really fun and wholesome, where it's like your father, like a father and a son that have been distant for so long, now they're together and they understand one another. Number 1 all the way around is, for me, I will say some extras towards the end as like honorable mentions and everything, so I hope you guys will stay tuned still for that. But my number 1 pick is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I feel like for me, since I've always been an odd person and I've always been like funny, and sometimes I felt like I've been an outcast. So with Rudolph, that story kind of makes me feel very happy when I see like, oh, he's basically just like me, how it's like he's different than everybody else and he's fun, he's happy. He basically showed like, hey, even with his red nose, people still care about him. He has people who care about him, and he works with them to help protect Christmas and help deliver all the presents to Santa and save his friends from an abominable snowman and everything. So it's really cool to see that story unfold and see how Santa accepts people for who they are, even though like his nose does turn red and everything like that. The whole story itself is very fun, and I love like the show growth and characters and everything like that with Rudolph and everything, so that was fun. That's my top 10 list, you guys. Some of the honorable mentions, I'll say 4 of them, is Christmas Vacation, because that one's just hilariously funny. About a father who wants to just make sure that his family carries on the sense of Christmas and wants to make sure that his family has a great Christmas. He kind of does that through many different ways. Sometimes his plans are going awry by his family, or other times he's doing a good thing. And other times they are falling apart at the seams. But if you guys know Christmas Vacation, it's really funny. I love this movie. It's hilarious. I watch it every year with my family for Christmas Vacation. And then one of the other honorable mentions is The Grinch. So that one, is always fun. The Dr. Seuss story of like how the Grinch's heart grows 3 times bigger because he eventually learns the true meaning of Christmas. It's not about the presents, it's not about the toys. It's about family and friends coming together to celebrate the holidays. That's the one thing I really like about Christmas is like everybody coming together and we all pulling everything together to say like, hey, we are here spending time with each other to have fun, to spend time with one another, and to enjoy each other's company. It doesn't matter what presents we give you, we're here to see all of you. Well, yeah, there are no more numbers. This is still honorable mentions. So, the next one I'll make is. There's a lot, honestly. There is. Oh, yeah. Rudolph's Christmas in July with Frosty the Snowman and some other cool ones. This one is a really fun one about how Rudolph loses his shining nose because he was tricked by an evil king of the north named King Winterbolt, who was basically imprisoned by Lady Boreal, which is a fictitious guardian of the north. She lives in the Northern Lights and everything, so it's really fun. These names are going to be hard to try to find, so I'll try to find all the images I can for the showing you on the screen. But overall, Rudolph's Shiny New Year has been one of the best ones I've ever seen. Not Shiny New Year, sorry. Christmas in July, because it shows like, oh yeah, Rudolph going to help one of his friends who's in the circus and helps out everybody, try to fulfill their dreams and make sure that the circus stays open to basically just help everybody because what would you do? You need to use stuff to help friends, and seeing Frosty the Snowman in claymation form is really cool as well, because I really like the claymation to see everything like that as well, because it's really fun to see like what will transpire with Rudolph and Frosty, and they're all fun stuff, right? Really. So, and then this will kind of be my last one, you guys, but overall the last one for the honorable mentions is I'm really trying to think of which one. There's so many good ones, honestly. Is a story about Santa's dog joining him on Christmas, him meeting the Airbud dogs, and basically going on a little bit of a wacky adventure to get him back to Santa. And finding out that, oh yeah, Christmas magic exists and it's really cool. So getting to see that whole story unfold with like showing the relationship between man and dog and everything, like how Christmas can bring people together just like animals can bring people together to help celebrate the holidays. Because again, don't forget your pets for this Christmas. The whole story is pretty cool. I recommend checking that out. Or Beethoven's Christmas as well. That one's a good one. That one just has a cool monologue with the dog that is known as Beethoven. He has a lot of fun, wacky adventures he goes on. Beethoven's Christmas is really fun because it's about an elf who doesn't know. He wanted to be a toy making elf, but instead he was a stable elf. And it was the best option that elf ever had because, like, he did lose Santa's Christmas presents, but then he had help with someone to bring them back, to get them back to the North Pole, and to get the Santa sleigh back as well. It was really cool. That whole story and in development was really fun because we got to see some good old-fashioned family fun and to see like all this crazy stuff go on with humans and elves and everything like that. Quite literally, it's really fun, you guys. That movie was cool too. But all in all, I wish you all a happy and Merry Christmas, you guys. We'll be making a lot more YouTube shorts as well for the holidays too. I'm gonna try to do one special one later, hopefully this coming weeks for before Christmas or after Christmas too, because it will be fun either way. All in all, you guys, I hope you like and subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications to catch more of our fun-filled videos in the future after the snow has melted, because again, we'll do a lot more outside challenges and do more stuff like that as it continues, even in the snow. But we want it to be warmer too, so we can do some fun challenges there as well. Have a good rest of your day, and peace. I'll name one last good one. Santa Paws, which is a story about Santa's dog joining him on Christmas, him meeting the Airbud dogs, and basically going on a little bit of a wacky adventure to get him back to Santa, and finding out that, oh yeah, Christmas magic exists and it's really cool. So again, to see that whole story unfold with like showing the relationship between man and dog and everything, like how Christmas can bring people together just like animals can bring people together to help celebrate the holidays. Because again, don't forget your pets for this Christmas. The whole story is pretty cool. I recommend checking that out. Or Beethoven's Christmas as well. That one's a good one. That one just has a cool monologue with the dog that is known as Beethoven. He has a lot of fun, wacky adventures he goes on. Beethoven's Christmas is really fun because it's about an elf who doesn't know. He wanted to be a toy-making elf, but instead he was a stable elf. And it was the best option that elf ever had, because like he did lose Santa's Christmas presents, but then he had help with someone to bring them back, to get them back to the North Pole, and to get the Santa sleigh back as well. It was really cool. That whole story and in development was really fun because we got to see some good old-fashioned family fun, and to see like all this crazy stuff go on with humans and elves and everything like that. Quite literally, it's really fun, you guys. That movie was cool too. But all in all, I wish you all a happy and Merry Christmas, you guys. We'll be making a lot more YouTube shorts as well for the holidays too. I'm gonna try to do one special one later, hopefully this coming weeks for before Christmas or after Christmas too, because it will be fun either way. All in all, you guys, I hope you like and subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications to catch more of our fun-filled videos in the future after the snow has melted, because again, we'll do a lot more outside challenges and do more stuff like that as it continues, even in the snow. But we want it to be warmer too, so we can do some fun challenges there as well. Have a good rest of your day, and peace.